Hello to all my good friends and comrades worldwide. T.O., Mr. Ceasefire Hardeman, coming to you live here tonight. Episode number 21, Why Take the Life of a Young Man That Has Autism. This particular mediation story kind of fell in my lap one day, and it hails from the west side of Chicago, okay? I was waiting in line at a McDonald's restaurant over on Kedzie and Roosevelt on, the greater west side of Chicago, North Lawndale community. And there was a young man in line with his mother. He's about maybe 17 or 18 years old. And you could see visibly that he had autism or some type of mental handicap, which caused his face to frown up all the time. Now, there were some guys in line about, there was a few guys in line like behind me, about two people down, so to speak. And they looked at the guy in his face, and he didn't know what to say. And one of the guys asked him, what was he looking at? Why was he frowning, looking crazy at them? And all it takes is a little bit for some people to go off and do something crazy, right? So the guy started looking at him. The other guy that had autism didn't even know what to say or do. And his mother was trying to explain to the guys, look, my son has a mental illness. But these guys were something special. So they kept trying to antagonize the guy. Man, you better stop looking at me crazy, man, or I'm going to end up shooting you. So these knucklehead guys, they placed a couple of phone calls to some friends of theirs. And believe it or not, their friends arrived around 5 or 7 minutes later. We're out in the McDonald's restaurant parking lot. And the guys were steady arguing with the guy and his mother now, So I intervened. And like I say, do not try this kind of work, at home. This work is not for the faint at heart, because I didn't know none of the individuals involved this time, all right? It's just I felt I had to do something. So I told the guy, I said, look, man, this guy is struggling, man, with a mental illness. And one of the guys said, we don't even give a damn. He shouldn't be looking at us crazy. And they said, well, we got something for him. We got something for him as soon as they leave outside. So basically, I went outside before anything else happened. I went outside and I noticed a car in the parking lot with a couple of young guys in the car. And I went up and knocked on their window. I said, my man, let me talk to you all for a minute. Those were the guys. I didn't know those were the guys or not, but those were the guys they had called up there to shoot this guy. They had guns, and basically I went over there and talked to him. I said, look, man, the guy your friends got into an argument with, the man has a mental illness. He has autism. He has a frown on his face all the time. And that's just the way he looks. I don't know him. I don't know his mother. I don't know you. I don't know those guys. But I'm asking you guys for me. I showed him, my ID. I didn't have to do that. I showed him who I was, T.O. Hardeman. I got on, I didn't have on any of my, violence interrupter apparel or anything like that. But the guys listened to me for a minute. They say, okay, my man, we'll take your word for it, but let us see for ourselves. I say, all right, well, come on in McDonald's with me. Just come on in here. So they walked back in the door with me. I say, there go the man right there with his mother. And their two friends was in there just trying to really hype them up. Oh, man, we need to do this here. And the guys told him, say, look here, man, leave that man alone. That man ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. Y'all called me up here on a bump mission to kill somebody that cannot even help themselves. The boy got a problem. You guys are dead wrong. So they kind of fell out, started arguing with one another. But in the meantime, we were able to save the young man's life. And while the four guys were arguing with one another, the mother quietly left out of the McDonald's with her son, and they got in their car and they drove off, which was a real good thing, because I'm here to tell you, in Chicago, it happens all the time. People get killed first, ask questions later. So this is what you call, episode number 21, Why Kill a Guy with Autism? And I'm so grateful the guys in the car listened to me, because we were able to save a life and possibly save his mother's life, because some of them guys looked like they were high on some pills and all kinds of crazy stuff. So this one here goes down in the books as another mediation where we saved a life on the front end. Peace and blessings, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, T.O. Mr. Ceasefire Hardeman. Talk to you soon.